If you are in a mandatory evacuation area, you need to get to high ground now. This is the time. There won't be another request because it will be too late.
That time probably is now. If you're in the Fort Myers area, Lee County, Collier County, that looks like that will be the landfall area, Kelly. This is a major hurricane. Top winds are now above 125 miles per hour sustained.
That's right. We'll have another update with our hurricane expert coming up shortly. But first of all, let's give you the very latest that we have from the National Hurricane Center and our Hurricane Hunter flight information showing that our pressure has now dropped to 954 millibars, or 28.17 inches of mercury. The flight level, by the way, at 9140 feet. And the eye information is that it's about 8 miles wide, and the maximum flight winds have been about 162 miles per hour.
And because of that, the new advisory should come in very shortly, signifying this is a Category 4 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. And Kelly, look at the outer bands now coming in. Unfortunately, you cannot really do much from here on out, folks. Anybody from Charlotte Harbor southward, just batten down the hatches.
And of course, with the outer rain bands, we are dealing with tornadoes, some severe weather further inland. Central Polk County remains under a tornado warning. We also have tornado warnings in effect for Okeechobee County, Osceola County. That's in east central Florida. That tornado warning going until 2:25 Eastern time. And these storms have generally been moving towards the north between 30 and 40 miles per hour.
Now, the interstates are open. Interstate 75 is open. Interstate 10 is open as well. And Kelly, folks really have to get out at this very last minute. Do so immediately.
All right, and again, avoid Interstate 75, avoid eastbound Interstate 10, and of course mandatory closures are being considered here. So if you have not evacuated, you're going to ride out the storm. Be aware that you're really going to have to bunker down now, get away from the windows, have all your emergency supplies on hand. You will need them for the next 12 to 24 hours. Again, hurricane warnings in effect for the west central coast of Florida, including Fort Myers, where now it appears that the landfall of this hurricane will occur within the next couple of hours. And of course, with the landfalling tropical system, we are concerned about tornadoes, and that tornado watch box remains in effect for Central Florida, including Disney World. And by the way, they did close the theme parks earlier today over towards Busch Gardens in Tampa as well. So really, it's a better idea to just kind of stay at home, get away from the windows, and avoid using the electricity too. In fact, some cases, they've turned off the electricity in downtown St. Petersburg just to avoid any problems with the power grid here. Look at the radar. You can see the center of circulation just off the coastline here. Still very well-defined hurricane, packing winds of over 125 miles an hour. The county shaded in red, by the way. Those are the tornado warnings I just mentioned. Now, as we take a look at the broad picture of the country, you'll notice all the rain kind of heading up towards the mid-Atlantic coast as well. Oh, by the way, I want to mention another tornado warning has just been issued now for southern Lake County. That's in east central Florida until 2:30 Eastern time. Again, this is pretty typical of a landfalling tropical system to have tornadoes, and that tornado warning does go until 2:30 Eastern time. That tornado is moving toward the north at 35 miles an hour. So watch out around Ferndale, Claremont, and also near Howey in the hills. By the bottom of the hour, this storm will be upon you. All right, let's take a look at the big picture. Also, we're concerned about flooding. We've had a lot of rain along the eastern seaboard with a frontal boundary. So we have saturated ground. Flood watches remain in effect, not just for the Sunshine State, but for the coastal sections of Georgia, a lot of South Carolina, as well as Raleigh, North Carolina. You're under a flood watch as well, with showers and thunderstorms likely, and they will be picking up in intensity as we go through the overnight hours. Even here in the Northeast, we've had the remnants of Bonnie, Charley coming your way for the second half of the weekend, so we are concerned about flooding here too along the Hudson River Valley of New York, down towards the Poconos in Pennsylvania, where already we've had some flood warnings this morning. And as you can see, the travel weather for today showing an impact on Interstate 95 as well as the New York State Thruway. A little bit of wet weather on the north end of I-75 in Michigan, as well as here along the Door Peninsula of Wisconsin. A couple of showers are possible here. And we've even had flooding concerns in Southern California with a disturbance that worked its way on shore. A little unheard of for this time of the year, but very active even here around Las Vegas on over towards Albuquerque. Bill?
Kelly, again, we have a tornado warning for Lake County. The tornado watch as well has been expanded northward from the Storm Prediction Center. That now runs up around Daytona Beach and Flagler Beach. That goes into tonight. That does take in Orlando. Lake County now has a tornado warning, as Kelly mentioned, as does Osceola County. Watching in the Orlando area, this weather going downhill in a big way here. These are, again, the tornado threats. Also watching the water increasing, the tide coming in. The storm surge could be in excess of 10 feet. I'd really watch that area from Captiva and Sanibel Island southward. You can see the eye wall. You can see the eye now. The winds gusting nearly 50 miles per hour at the airport in Naples. And Kelly, that's probably pretty misleading, I'm sure, on the beachfront there at Marco and at Sanibel and Captiva Island. Those wind gusts are an awful lot higher.
So again, tropical storm force winds are being felt in Naples. The hurricane force winds are yet to come. Stay with us as we provide you coverage of Hurricane Charley.
Hey, man. Hey, you better get up.
No way.
Hey, man, come on.
Cutting class.
Class?
Take that, Charley.
Man, you're dreaming. You're gonna be late for work. College is over. Rise and shine. Tick-tock.
Welcome to the real world. A place where the same State Farm agent you've always counted on for great rates on car insurance can help with information on credit cards, renter's insurance, even auto loans.
Hurricane Charley. Where will it head next? How should you prepare? We're tracking the storm with live reports from the field.
Going to be a rough one. Biggest evacuation since Hurricane Floyd.
We are starting to get down to the last hours, if not the last minutes here.
And in-depth expert analysis throughout the day. Find travel delays, see projected paths, continually updated maps, and additional footage at weather.com. Charley coverage continues right here on the Weather Channel. So stay tuned as we keep you ahead of the...
Know what tonight is? No? Date night. Renting a movie. Now that's romantic. Yeah, and if you'd ordered that same movie on pay-per-view, you wouldn't have had to leave the room. Now that's romantic.
Hello?
I don't believe I know you.
I know you.
What do you want from me?
From the terrifying story by Stephen King, Johnny Depp, Secret Window.
Honey? You still here?
DirecTV pay-per-view. Entertainment has never been so convenient.
With NFL Sunday Ticket from DirecTV, you can go everywhere the action is.
Up top. Or not.
From stadium to stadium,
Simon says arms out.
all around the league.
Good.
NFL Sunday Ticket is the closest you can get to being at every game. Check out the most games each and every Sunday with NFL Sunday Ticket, only from DirecTV.
Stay tuned. Hurricane coverage will continue on the Weather Channel. Right now, here's your local on the 8s.
weather associated with our powerful, dangerous Hurricane Charley. Tornado warning just issued now for southern Lake County. That's in east central Florida. That warning going until 2:30 Eastern time. This tornado developing about 29 miles south of Claremont or 5 miles west of Haines City, and it is moving towards the north at 35 miles per hour.
At the moment, nothing in Orlando, but in Okeechobee County and Osceola County, a tornado warning as well until 2:25. Storms are expected over the Lake Kissimmee area. Then they're heading up around Harmony and St. Cloud by about 2:10 Eastern Daylight Time. So watch that Interstate 4 corridor very carefully the next couple of hours. Welcome back. I'm Bill Keneally.
And I'm Kelly Cass. We continue to monitor the progress of Hurricane Charley, which is yet to make landfall along the western seaboard of Florida, but it's already causing problems further inland.
Major water concerns the next few hours. We have a landfall south of Tampa. What are the implications? Let's go right to Dr. Steve Lyons. Steve?
Well, Bill, the buzzsaw is heading right toward the greater Port Charlotte area here in Fort Myers area. Currently Category 4 hurricane. Now that could produce very extreme damage wind-wise, but also flood-wise. The Captiva Island area is right here. Of course, Naples is over here. Now you're going to be missed just to the north at Naples, although it's still blustery and the weather's going downhill, winds gusting to 55 to 60 miles per hour right now. But what's going to happen here when this gets on shore in about 2 hours? We're very concerned about the flood potential from surge, but also the wind when we get up to Category 4. In this range, we're looking at extensive to extreme damage. So if you're not in a well-reinforced constructed home or a poorly built home, you need to get out of it and go next door.